From Sid Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota, good evening, everyone. I am Colton Schanzenbach by myself today as we get set for North Dakota High School soccer action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the Fargo Davies Eagles. Soccer on Shanley TV is presented by the Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. We have an exciting game for you tonight. Stay tuned and we will return shortly, right after this message from our Deacon partners.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Busick Olson and Associates, Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Fusion Electric, Hodels Haven Productions, Luther Family Buick GMC, Moore Engineering, Network Center, Off the Wall Advertising, OnSharp, Sandine Law, Sanford Health, and Shields.
Coach Nick Christensen. And now for your Shanley Deacons. At defense, a senior number 2, Maddie Allers. At forward, a senior number 4, Elsa Wambach. At center mid, a junior number 5, Ella Frisk. At defense, a junior number 10, Paige Rustad. Center mid defenseman, a freshman number 15, Ella Riedel. At right mid, left mid, a freshman number 17, Katie Schanzenbach. Right mid, left mid, a junior number 18, Aubrey Dew. Center mid and forward, a sophomore, number 20, Mia Metzger. At forward, a senior, number 24, Hannah Hodel. At center mid, a senior, number 26, Emily Schrema. And at keeper, a senior, number 99, Paige McAllister. The Deacons are coached by Jacob Fritz, Bree Nelson, Tabby Kelch, Molly Metzger, and head coach Ryan Christensen. Tonight's officials have been registered by the North Dakota High School Activity Association and have been selected for their demonstrated ability. Tonight's officials are Matt Van Tennen, Philip Salou, and Wesley Lyer. We ask for your continued support in assisting our game officials in administering the rules of the game in a respective manner. Shanley High School would like to thank Becca Arison, our athletic trainer, and Sanford Orthopedic Sports Medicine for supplying her and her skills tonight. Let's play some soccer.
All right, as we're looking to get ready here with the opening kickoff, it looks like Davies will take it first. Some players to watch from Davies. Number 3, Jensen Seidel in the midfield. Number 7, Mackenzie Rivard in the defense. And number 22, Livia Karnick in the attack. And for the Deacons, number 8, Krista Kramer in the midfield. Number 20, Mia Metzger in the attack. And number 99, Paige McAllister in goal. All right. right, so we get it started here. And a big boot right away by the Davies midfield to try to get it up the field. And Frisk will take it at around the 50. She dribbles up the side, trying to find somebody. And tries to poke it to Elsa Wambach, which is a little bit too much heat on that pass. So it will be a Eagles goal kick. That goal kick intended for Leighton Robertson is intercepted by Radel. And some nice back and forth action here between Wambach and Frisk. And Frisk looked to try to pass up to Hodel. Just a little bit too much on that again. Goal kick is off the shin of a Davies defender and will bounce back to the Deacon back line. Wambach stealing the ball away but unable to keep the momentum. A good cross there by Schanzenbach to the opposite side of the field with space, and unfortunately just lets it get out of bounds. Some good passing here from the Eagles as they pass it back to their back line and try to make something happen. Ball sent over a couple players' heads and kept out of the box by the Davies defender. And a nice through ball there played by, I believe that was number 3, Jordan Seidel, out to her teammate on the wing. And a good recovery there from Maddie Allers to send it out for a corner kick for Davies. So a quick counterattack here from the Eagles, and we will see if they capitalize on this. Kick is in, and Shrema will put it out of bounds. So we will try again here. Second attempt goes past a couple defenders and eventually cleared out by Schanzenbach. Picked up by the Eagles. Nice little move there. And it is bounced off of Frisk. And that one will be called a deflection off of the Deacons and will be a Davies corner kick again. So the Eagles really keeping it in the Deacon half here. About 5 minutes into this game, both teams have had multiple opportunities. A nice high cross there. Looks like that was Hodel trying to clear it with a header. Robertson was trying to make a move there, but unfortunately was swallowed up by the Deacon defenders. A dangerous play there but luckily for the Deacons, it will pop back out to their 30-yard line. And she will be called out of bounds, so it will be a Deacon throw going up the line. Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.club.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you are not one already. It is easy to become a member and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. And so far in this game, we've seen some great passing as we have a nice through ball there, which leaves Schanzenbach trying to catch up. I'm trying to place out the number. And a nice shot there, but saved by McAllister. And I do apologize for those of you at home. I most likely will have a little bit of trouble with the names today, as Davies is running a yellow on white color pattern for their jerseys. A nice look there by Frisk, but kicked out of bounds by the Davies back line. Davies really trying to get that through ball to work. Unfortunately called offsides this one, as I believe that was Seidel trying to find Robertson. That one bounces through a couple of players and will be picked up by Schanzenbach, who directs it towards Dew. That throw will be put out of bounds by the Davies defense. And a little bit of shoving going on here. Playing physical on the ball, which is something that you usually see at these varsity levels. And the Davies defense will let that one roll out of bounds, so it will be a Davies goal kick taken by a defender. And you know, you see that sometimes when the goalie focuses more on things like hand workouts and working on their goalie abilities instead of their soccer general abilities. And you know, that's sometimes a good trade-off. Other times it means that the defense gets, or the offense gets one less person, as a nice pass here is played to Robertson, who has a one-on-one and will bounce it off of the post. And what an opportunity there for Davies. That follow-up shot was by Seidel. And just an unfortunate break there for Robertson. I know she's probably going to be kicking herself later tonight for that one. I know I sure would. Frisk trying to make a pass, intercepted by the defense, but taken by Metzger. Robertson's pass intercepted by Dew. A little bit of confusion there from the midfield. Wambach dribbling at around the 40 will dump it down to Schanzenbach. Rustad will make a big pass out to Hodel, but it will go over her head and out of bounds for a Davies throw-in. And Davies really playing an aggressive defense here, really going for the interceptions and trying to make a counterattack happen quick off of those. As that one is scooped up by the goalie, Kaya Davidson. Big switch here from the Davies defense. A little bit too much on that. Will be intercepted by Schansbach. And a nice little 1-2 there by Dew, trying to find Schansbach again. Unfortunately taken away by the Davies defense. A nice pass there by Shrema, finding Dew. And it will be blocked by the Davies defense and ricochet out of bounds for a Shanley corner kick. And you know, that Davies center back line doing a really good job here of shutting down Shanley's opportunities. Really acting strong today.
And in for the Deacons, number 9, Lindsay Astrup, and number 16, Nora Roney.
Coming into the game here, who had a goal last week off of a corner kick, is Nora Roney. Along with Lindsay Astrup. And for the Eagles, it was Alexa Hansen. There we go. You know, this Davies team is looking really quick out there today. Really using their speed to their advantage with those through balls like we've seen. As Robertson dribbles to try and find a pass. Taken away by Wambach. And a nice little 1-2 play there. And that will be broken up by number 9, Olivia O'Fame. Frisk will pop that one up. And it will be thrown out by the Davies defense. That pass will be deflected, but will end up out on the left side with Astrup. And the Davies player will let that one go for a throw-in. A nice little move there by Seidel to pop it up and over as she tries to play Robertson through again. But that one will make it all the way to McAllister. And that will be put out of play by Eagles number 13, Ashlyn Sands. So it will be a Deacon throw-in from around the 25. Deacon throw-in, as we have a Deacon down. I believe that is Wambach, who I believe came in from behind a Davies player and just might have stubbed her toe on the ground, and that just never hurt or never feels too good, and always like overstretches your leg. Not a very pleasant experience.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 12, Bree Larson. And for your Deacons, number 8, Krista Kramer, and number 20, Mia Metzger.
Frisk will take it down the line and play a through ball to Astrup. Just a little bit too much on that pass, which is something that we've seen a lot recently in this past couple of games. Is Shanley and a lot of other teams just put a little bit too much power on their passes, and it ends up rolling way past. Schanzenbach will play a nice header up to, I believe that is Kramer. And will be intercepted by the Eagles, who will pass it around a little bit. And Davies is doing a really nice job of passing and waiting and not just forcing things to happen. As a miscommunication there. Allows for a nice through ball, but she will be called offsides by the line judge. So it will be a Shanley free kick at around the 37. And that one will hit the ref. So we will have a drop ball, I believe. Which, for those who do not know, is basically the ref will drop the ball and they will just play off of that. It usually only happens off of a interference like the ref. And another offside's called by the line ref. So it will be a Deacon free kick at the 30. Frisk will take a shot, it looks like, and that will just go wide.
Back in the game for your Deacons, number 18, Aubrey Dew.
Dew will come back on for the Deacons. goal kick will be put right back to the 10-yard line by Radel. We'll have a little scramble there, and will be cleared out of bounds by the left back. So we will have a Deacon throw in very close to the end line there. Will be taken out by Frisk. We'll pass it all the way back to Allers. And that time didn't put enough on it. But Allers will find Astrup. But unfortunately won't be able to get it settled. And it will go straight back to the 50. Will pass it to Rusted, but just a little bit too much on it. As number 23, Hansen, will put pressure on the Shanley defense.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 16, Chloe Soline.
Short throw in back here. And a good look there by number 12. That is Bree Larson, trying to find her teammate through. And the Eagles really want that through ball here. And it has been working for them early on in the game, as we have about 20 minutes here remaining in the first half.
Game for your Deacons, number 6, Hannah Wambach.
Now the other Wambach comes in. And the Deacons trying to move down the field, but unfortunately that will be a Davies throw-in. Fielded by Roney, will dribble past 2 defenders and then pass it towards, I believe that was Astrup was the intended recipient of that one. And it looks like the Deacons are having a little bit of trouble here finding passes and connecting. Does not seem to be that windy out there today. Will take it and try to find a pass. And a lot of back and forth between Davies and the Deacons, as that one is just way too hard, put off into the corner, and will be a Davies goal kick.
In the game for the Eagles, number 3, Jensen Seidel, and number 11, Kylie Autry. And for your Deacons, number 26, Emily Freeman.
Don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media. Get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV, or follow us on Twitter at ShanleyTV. Davies really making some nice passes here, really connecting in the midfield and then pushing it up. Doing a really good job this game of moving it, and that is why they are pretty much undefeated with only 1 tie on the season. Everything else has been a win. And I believe the Deacons are number 2, as that one will get past the defender, and Astrup will try to run it down, but it will be cleared out by I'm trying to see the number here as the Eagles are moving it to the opposite end of the field. And that one back to Astrup. So the Davies Eagles will pass it back to their goalie to try to reset the play. And again, making passes, connecting, moving it up the field. And she will find Hansen on the left side, tries to pass it into the center, but will be blocked by Rustad. And good play there by Rustad to recognize the pass. So we have a stoppage of time here, as I believe there's a bloody nose for one of the Davies defenders.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 7, Mackenzie Rivard. And for the Deacons, number 5, Ella First, and number 24, Hannah Hodel.
So that one will be cleared out by, I believe that was Metzger. And the Deacons will reset here and try to get it out of their own half. And a good pass there. And it is shot over the net. And just some unfortunate circumstances here by the Eagles. They're making plays, finding these opportunities, and just unfortunately unable to capitalize upon them. So it will be a goal kick for Shanley, taken by McAllister. And a nice interception there by, I believe that was Larson, to read the pass up to Hodel. And Larson will block that pass and try to keep it in. If she would have, that would have been a good spot for it down in the corner there, but it will be a Deacon throw-in. We have some movement here from the Eagles, moving it across the field, and a nice little pass there to find the teammate. Again, I apologize that I am unable to say names. I just can't see the numbers here. That one is cleared out by Rustad and put back in as Shrema will try to take it, but it will get poked back, and Eagles will elect to pass back to their defense and reset. Dew will pass to Shrema, will pass to Radel. Will make a nice move on the defender there. Unfortunately, will be intercepted by number 13. That is Sands. And Shrema will boot it down and will be taken up by the Davies goalkeeper, Davidson. Davidson will kick it to around the 50. And the Eagles will continue their plan of passing, as we have about 12 and a half minutes here remaining in the first half. cradles pass will be fielded by Frisk. And will end up with Ofheim for the Eagles, who is playing as a center back, but for some reason wandered all the way up to basically the left mid position, laughing about it with her teammates, as the Eagles will continue to move the ball around and get down the field. And that one will be called off of the Shanley Deacons, so it will be a Eagles throw-in.
Nora Roney back into the game for the Deacons, and for the Eagles, number 8, Madison Barnick, and number 25, Leighton Roberson.
That throw will be fielded by Sands, who will pass it out to the right mid, but it will be cleared out by Roney. And that is Rivard with time, finding her teammate in the midfield, but taken away by the Deacons. Roney will pass back to Du, who will try to get up to Frisk, but will be intercepted by Rivard, who will knock it out of bounds. Starting to see some good passing here from the Deacons, like the Davies Eagles have been doing all night. But the Eagles will still end up with it, as Schramer will find Hodel. And Rivard will poke it all the way up to her left forward, who will pass it to Seidel. And a good move there by the Davies right back, I believe, to bounce it off of the Shanley attacker. And so we have about 8.5 minutes here remaining. Still 0-0. And I think that the Deacons are just going to try to hold out till half.
Number 11, Emma Rorick.
And the Eagles will probably do what they've been doing and try to get a goal in here before we go to half. Because if they can do that, that would be a huge shift in momentum for them. Larson's pass will be blocked by, I believe that was Frisk, so it'll end up in Davidson's hands, and she will take a punt roundabout to the 35. And Seidel will take a couple dribbles and then chip it over the Deacon back line, who will let it fall all the way back to McAllister. Eagles continuing to pass around. That one just gets by the, I believe that is the right forward. And we'll end up with McAllister, who will put in a big pass, but it will be intercepted by, I believe, that is number 3, Seidel. And a good through pass there on the overlap, as it will end up around the center of the box. And good job there by Emily Schrema to clear that ball out of danger.
And for your Eagles, number 24, Savannah Sneeby, and number 6, Adeline Lura.
Frisk will take space here. And a good idea there by, I believe that's Astrup on the line, to try to get a 1-2 pass there. Or excuse me, that looks to be Roney. And a nice pass there to Robertson, who will take a touch and pass it towards the center of the box, but a good job there by Allers to get that out of danger, and she will put it out of bounds for a Davies Eagles free kick, or not free kick, corner kick. Corner kick will be put into the box. Will go through the hands of McAllister, and it will be put through the field goal posts, bouncing off of 2 out of the 3 sides, and will be a Deacons free or goal kick. Back into the game is Schanzenbach, as we have just under 5 minutes here left in the first half. If you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcasts, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and to add new features for you, the viewer, to enjoy. If you're interested in donating, please contact Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that is Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. As we have a nice 3-ball put in there by Frisk. I believe that is to Hannah Wambach. And a good save there by the Davies goalkeeper, Davidson, to make sure that she got there before Wambach did. That pass will go all the way out to the left side and will be taken up by Robertson. We'll pass over to Seidel. We'll get past one defender and take a shot. And we'll put it through the field goal posts. So it will be McAllister with another goal kick. The Deacons, the Eagles will go for a quick throw in there to Seidel, but will be booted out by Allers, who has Astrup, who gets tripped up, but the ref will call it off, saying it wasn't intentional and wasn't caused by the Davies defender. As Larson will bring it up the side, passing to Seidel. Hodel will end up with it. And Astrup will be called for a foul. Just came in a little bit too hot there and took out a Davies player. So the Davies Eagles will have a free kick at around the 35 with 2 minutes left in the first half. passing around. And that one will make its way to McAllister. We'll pick it up and look for a pass. Her punt will reach the 50 and will be cleared back out by Rivard. Seidel makes a move, gets past Strema. As we have a minute remaining here. Hodel will get past Rivard.
1 minute remaining.
Take
1
her
minute
time.
and a half.
And it will be played out by Larson. A good move there by Larson to make sure she got there, as it looked like A-Strip was trying to shield. Barnick will try to make a pass up to Robinson, but will be denied by Allers. Davies will get it back, and they're just going to keep passing around as we have under 10 seconds here. And Seidel tries to get it at around the 20, but will go out. And that will be the end of the first half. Score is 0-0 for both teams. And it looks like we are going to have a very competitive game, with the Deacons hoping to give the Eagles their second tie or first loss. Our Shanley TV production of this game will be back after a short break. we're getting ready to go back to action here with the second half. Deacons will have the ball. And if I had to guess what Coach Christensen was saying in that halftime huddle, it was probably something along the lines of, don't be selfish, pass around first, then find an opportunity. Because as we saw with the Eagles, that was really working for them. They had multiple fairly decent opportunities there and a couple of breakaway one-on-ones. Unfortunately, they were unable to capitalize, as it is still 0-0 as we get underway here in the second half. Frisk will turn down line with it. And it will be taken away by number 6. That is Lura. As I believe Robinson is taking a couple dribbles, passes it towards Seidel, but it will be taken away and booted out by Allers. So good play there by Allers to track that ball down and get it out. As that ball will be put out of play, but I believe that was number 8, Barnick. So it will be a Deacon throw-in at their own, probably 7-yard line. And a foul called here. And that will be a card for Lindsay Astrup, as the ref did not believe that she was even trying to play the ball. So it will be a dangerous position here for the Deacons, as the Eagles have a free kick from the 25, which is just in the range of both shooting and passing.
On the field for the Deacons, number 8, Krista Kramer.
And so the Deacon wall will lock arms. Dakota will try to make something happen. And Dew will clear it out. And it will be fielded by number 18, I think that's Skyberg. Eagles passing around at the Deacon 15-yard line. And that one will be broken up by, I believe that was Metzger. As Frisk will be called for a high kick at the 20. And another dangerous position here, pretty much straight out from the net, as the Eagles have a free kick. And that one will go through the hands of McAllister. Fooled all of the fans into thinking it was a goal as it went down the back of the net. But I believe that even if it was in the back of the net, it wouldn't have counted because I think it went off the football goal posts. So that free or corner kick will be put in. And somehow will not go in. A great save there by McAllister. As Davies will regroup and put it straight back in, and that pass will go all the way to McAllister. A little bit of a miscommunication there between McAllister and her defenders, Luckily, she was able to get a grip on it, and that's a very, very good play there by the Shanley goalie. As the Eagles will go back to passing around. And this second half has been dominated by the Eagles. I believe the scoreboard here at Cichy Stadium is showing the wrong time. But I could be wrong. It says we have about 35 minutes left. As Seidel will kick it out to, I believe that is Barnick. We'll pass it out to Autry. And will be kicked out by Frisk. So the Eagles really coming in aggressive, trying to find that goal. Not backing down at all here in the second half. Just continuing to pass around the Deacon defense here. As Schanzenbach will be taken down by the Eagles attacker. Looks like they just locked arms somehow. As it looks like that same Davies attacker lost her shoe. She will get it tied up, and we will go back to playing soccer after about a minute. And that throw-in will go straight through, but it will be tipped off of Aller, so it will be a Davies corner kick here. Davies looking to make something happen to score the first goal of the game. That kick is high. And McAllister just using her height to her advantage and reaching over both her own teammates and the Davies players, as Wambach has a nice pass laid to her by Frisk. Goes for another one, just a little bit not enough almost. As Wambach will try to take it back from Sands there. Mesker will play it out to Do. Will have time. Loads of time. And she will look for, I believe that is Kramer on the right side with a cross. As Davies will ignite a fierce counterattack here. As it is basically a 3-on-3. Nice stop there by number 10, that is Paige Rustad, holding the line. Autry passes it over to Lane. And Davies continuing to make nice passes here. As that one is stolen by Schanzenbach, who will take her space and pass it over to the middle. Looks like Barnick had to weave around the ref on that one. That one will make its way to Do, who will pop it out to Hodel on the attack, who will make a pass over towards Kramer, but just not enough. and Kramer's unable to get there. And that one will be called out by the line ref. I don't believe that was fully out.
In the game for the Deacons, number 6, Hannah Wambach. And for the Davies Eagles, number 12, Bree Larson.
Coming into your game are Bree Larson for the Eagles and Hannah Wambach for the Deacons. Frisk will try for a shot blocked by the defense there. And Davies will try yet again for counterattack, which they have proved to be very dangerous here. So we have about half an hour left in this second half. And a nice deflection there by, I believe that would be Robertson, who keeps it in, saves it from going out, as we have 3 Deacon defenders defending 2 people in the corner there. Hoda will have it at the 50, take her space, pass it up to Wambach. Just a little bit too much on that pass there. And it will be turned out of bounds by, I believe that's number 2, Jordan Lane.
In the game for your Deacons, number 15, Ella Riddle, and number 16, Nora Roney.
Coming in for the Deacons are the 2 R's, Roney and Riddle. As we are at around the 25-yard line here. And Metzger's just unable to keep it in bounds. Seidel looking for a through ball. She will get it. That is Robertson on the breakaway, who takes a shot, and it will be saved by McAllister there. And a good save there by McAllister on that breakaway. And a good pass to Frisk on the overlap. Seidel taking it down the line, will speed past Dew, but will be broken. The play will be broken up, by Allers. And Seidel is very quick, and it looks like she's been trying to use that to her advantage all game. So we will have a Eagles corner kick here. Seidel will have it and poke it back. And a shot taken by, I believe that is Lane. And beautiful shot there, just a little bit too far to the right. Had it been about a foot to the left, it would have gone right into the upper right-hand corner. So a very dangerous shot there by Lane. But we'll end up with a goal kick here. trying to find Rorick on that pass. Will go out off of the Eagles defense there. Will be a Shanley throw-in at around the 10-yard line. Frisk tries to tip that one up and over, but it ends up rolling right into Davidson. And Davidson definitely hasn't seen as much action as McAllister has this half, or really this game, as it feels like the Eagles are really getting more solid shots on net.
In the game for the Eagles, number 16, Chloe Shoreline, number 11, Kylie Autry, and number 23, Alexa Hansen.
Coming in for the Eagles, number 11, Kylie Autry, number 16, I believe, Chloe Solame, and number 23, Alexa Hansen. Frisk will be called for a foul, as I believe that is Sands just took the ball away from where she was thinking it would be, and she ended up hitting Sands. If you hear a little bit of music, I believe there is some sort of concert going on behind the grandstands here. Not exactly sure what it is. Hodel trying to find Rorick, as she has two defenders on her. We'll have substitutions here for the Deacons.
Deacons, number 4, Elsa Wambach, and number 20, Mia Metzger.
Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathleticclub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member, and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. Eagles looking for a counterattack here, but will be stopped by the Deacons, as they will try for something of their own, as Metzger is dribbling around trying to find someone. She will end up with it again out on the left, and she will be pushed down to the ground, but it will go out off of the Davies player for a Shanley corner kick. Ball will be played in, played a little bit too short, and Roney tries to get a shot off. I believe that was a left-footed shot there. Not something you see every day. Not many people are confident enough to shoot with their left. So a good effort there by Roney, just a little bit too far to the right. And it looks like with about 20 minutes left in the second half, the Deacons are taking a hold of this game, keeping the ball down in the Eagles' defensive half, fighting tooth and nail to keep it down there. And again, some miscommunications there, it looks like, as Rorick will, I believe, try to chip it to Wambach there, but it will end up going through to Davidson. Roney will settle it, and I believe she was looking for Rorick, but Rorick had moved down towards her. as we have some subs coming out of the field.
Back into the game for your Deacons, number 26, Emily Shrema. Number 5, Ella Frisk. And for your Davies Eagles, number 3.
Coming in for the Deacons are Shrema and Frisk. And coming back in for the Eagles is Seidel. That will be called off of the Eagles, so will be a Deacon throw-in. Trying to find Wambach there, just a little bit too high. Seidel will play it down the line for, I believe that is number 11, so that would be Offtree, but kicked out of bounds by Allers. Allers will try to boot that one out. Just looks like she caught the side of it. Will end up at Frisk, who will take a couple dribbles and then chip one in for Rorick, who will force the defender to play it out to the left for a throw-in. And we are exactly halfway through the second half here, as that ball will be played sky high. Good one-time pass off of the throw-in there by Shrema, who gets it to Frisk, who looks for Metzger, which is a little bit too far behind her, but it will be played out of bounds by Larson. So the Deacons will have another throw-in. Metzger will take a dribble and will get it to Du, who just barely misses it. And a good look there by Metzger, and good movement there by Du, as Allers misses that kick. But luckily, Rustad is there to clean it up. That's a very dangerous position there for the Deacon defense, as if Rustad would not have been able to do that, it would have been a one-on-one at like the 25. Frisk taking space, makes a move, and will pass it off to Rorick. We'll end up with Frisk again, and she will pass to Metzger. Deacon's really looking for something here. Wambach has it at the top of the box. And Frisk looking for a shot with her left foot. She's a little bit too far wide. And will be another goal kick here for the Davies Eagles. Don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media. Get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV, or follow us on Twitter at ShanleyTV. The Eagles will have a throw-in here. Seidel will play a nice pass to number 4, that is Björk, but will be cleared out by Schanzenbach. And a good chip there by Rorick. Unfortunately, I think she was looking for Wambach, but Wambach had come down to help out. Wambach will dribble around at the 35. Look for Rorick, but will be intercepted by, I believe that is Lane, yes. As Rorick will try to make a cross here. Wambach passes it towards the center for Frisk. And it looks like the Deacons will be on a roll here, creating multiple opportunities in a row as Radel has it at around the 35 in the center of the field. Now Seidel will take it, dribbling towards the half yard or half field, and will kick it out, but will be picked up by McAllister. We have about 15 minutes here remaining. Still 0-0. Both teams looking for that leading goal. And I know for sure that both teams would like to have the victory here tonight, as both schools are very competitive in all sports against each other. Frisk will try to get that one down to Rorick, but it will be a little bit too high.
In the game for your Eagles, number 16, Chloe Solheim, 25, Leighton Roberson, and number 8, Madison Barnick. And for the Deacons, number 24, Hannah Hodel, number 16, Nora Roney, and number 6, Hannah Wambach. Go Eagles, go on!
That pass will get put out of bounds, and a quick throw in here from Wambach to Frisk. Unfortunately, will be bounced off of Frisk. So some quick play here by both teams, each trying to find the advantage. As a nice pass by Spidel over to Autry, who has a one-on-one with the keeper, and a nice save by McAllister, using her knees to deflect the ball, and it will go out of bounds for a Eagles corner kick. That's a very good save there in a very unfortunate circumstance by McAllister. And an extremely well-placed ball there by Seidel. A little bit of a scramble here in the box. Both teams trying to get possession. Will end up with the Eagles, but would be poked out by a Shanley player. Hoda will find Wambach, who will take her time and pass it just a little bit too far. Lee better be careful down there on the sideline. Seidel dribbling, looking for a pass. Tries to find a cross in the center, but will be stolen by Schanzenbach. We have a nice little choir tune going on. I believe that is Jacob Mayo singing. Beautiful voice on that kid. Deacon throw in about the 42. We have a substitution here coming in for the Deacons.
Deacons, number 20, Mia Metzger.
A lot of back and forth pinball action here, bouncing off all players of all teams. As the Eagles will try to find something and will be blocked by Schanzenbach, making a nice play to get in front of the ball. So the Davies Eagles will have a corner kick with just under 11 minutes left. McAllister will go for that one, just a little bit too tall even for her. As that one will get past the Davies defender. And I believe that is Hannah Wambach will chase after it. But Schanzenbach will put an end to that run. Metzger dribbling across. We'll drop it back to Du. We'll pass it up to Wambach. And I believe that is Lane will kick it out. Eagles passing it through, trying to get it up the field. And Du will catch up with Autry.
In the game for your Eagles, number 4, Sophie Bierke.
Coming in for the Eagles is Sophie Björk. I think that's how you say it. I don't really know. As it looks like they're going to redo that throw-in. And some more pinball action here. A good touch there by Lee Hodel, the cameraman. And a nice look there. I believe that was number 25. That's Robinson trying to find Björk on the sideline. Really good look there. Just a little bit too much on that pass. Coming back into the game for the Deacons are Ella Frisk and Rydell. Ella Rydell. As I believe that was Barnick trying to dribble around, find teammate. Rydell will have it. Trying to find Hannah Wambach. And with just under 8 minutes here remaining in the second half, I don't think that the Deacons would be all too upset if they ended up tying, as the Davies team is currently undefeated. Lane dribbling up, has all the time in the world. He tries to make a pass to, I believe that is Björk. But it will be scooped up by McAllister. A big boot here, and Frisk will touch it forward to Hodel, who will end up with it and pass it back to Frisk. Just a little bit too much on that pass, as the Eagles will mount a counterattack, but will end up passing it straight the way down to McAllister there. That pass will be intercepted by Frisk. And Roney will play a ball up to Wambach. And a good clearance there by, I believe, that is number 10, Mattia Stenerson. Frisk will play a ball in, and Wambach will beat the goalie. And oh, unfortunately, we'll just miss the open net. And a great opportunity there for the Deacons to hand the Eagles their first loss with about just under 6 remaining. And unfortunately, just didn't get a full foot on the ball. And now the Eagles will counterattack. Good stop there by Schanzenbach. Handball is called as the ball is just cannoned into Frisk's arm. And so the Eagles will take it at the 39 on their own half. If you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcasts, please consider making a donation to help us continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and to add new features for you, the viewer, to enjoy. If you are interested in donating, please contact Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joelle Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV. A nice play there by Opperdew to get that ball out of bounds and slow the play down, as we will have a Davies throw-in at around the 5-yard line. And that one will just bounce off of a Deacon defender. An unfortunate circumstance there. So it will be a Davies corner kick with just under 4 minutes. That one will be put in and will be bobbled by McAllister. I believe that was because there is a Davies player right in front of her. And the Eagles will take it out and regroup at around the 40. Wambach will try to make something happen. Will get the ball from the defender. Pass up to Hodel. But it will be kicked out by the Davies center defender. And Wambach will be called for a tripping foul, which is at that point basically a goal kick here for the Eagles, as there's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Wambach fighting for the ball again. Will pass to Hodel. Will get past one defender, unable to get past the second. And Dew will, I believe that was supposed to be a shot, just unfortunately didn't get a full contact on that ball. So it will be a actual goal kick this time. Nice pass there by Seidel to Björk, who will get past the goalie, and a goal here for the Davies Eagles with 1 minute and 53 seconds remaining. And a beautiful goal. I was unable to see the number of the player that scored it, but I do know that an assist will go to Sophie Björk. And just an unfortunate circumstance there for the Deacons, as they just got back, they got past McAllister and it somehow landed right in front of an open net. So the Deacons have a minute and 53 seconds to try to get a goal. To tie up this game and hand the Eagles their second not win.
With the assist by Sophie Bierke, number 25, Leighton Robertson.
All right, so that goal was scored by number 25, Leighton Robertson. As Dew will shield that ball out of bounds and take a quick throw in here. And the Eagles just passing it around, not looking like they're going to choose to waste time. Instead, looking like they're trying to put up a second goal with 1 minute remaining in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute remaining in the contest. 1 minute.
Foul will be called on Wambach, or handball, excuse me. So it will be an Eagle free kick at the 44, and they will take their time with this one, dragging down the clock to around 20 seconds, and then play it short, trying to waste as much time as quickly as possible. As a foul will be called on, I believe, both players. So a yellow card for both Elsa Wambach and Olivia O'Fame, as it looked like they just hugged each other to the ground.
In for Shanley, number 6, Anna Wambach. And number 16 for Davies.
So that will stop the clock with 12 seconds left for the Deacons, as Dew will put it in.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And that ball will be cleared out, and it will be a Davies Eagles victory with an insane last-minute goal coming in at 1 minute 53 seconds by Leighton Robertson. And that will make it your Davies Eagles 1, your Shanley Deacons 0. For Colton, or for myself and our entire crew, I am Colton Schanzenbach. The final score from Fargo: Shanley Deacons 0, Davies Eagles 1. To watch our archived version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to shanleytv.com. and have fun watching. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV. Thank you for watching.